Hi everyone. We are going to show you how to make a gingerbread house using an IKEA kit. Where did we get our gingerbread kit? It is from IKEA. During Christmas, they were selling gingerbread men and gingerbread house. I love the gingerbread house because it was big. And we like building houses.
The gingerbread was fragrant, delicious, and easy to put together. The children really loved doing this as part of their Christmas activities. Piping the icing helps to develop their hand strength, their hand-eye coordination, and decorating helps develop their creative flair and practice their fine motor control. This royal icing recipe was strong enough to hold the pieces of the house together, hardened quite quickly, and was also delicious without being overly sweet. In this recipe, we only use 3 ingredients: half a teaspoon of cream of tartar into 250 grams of icing sugar. To that, we mix 1 egg white. The first egg I cracked had a little bit of yolk inside, so I decided to crack another egg. I didn't want to waste the icing sugar, our time, and our effort. Create a well with your spoon in the icing sugar and mix the ingredients together. It took me a good 5 minutes to mix the whole thing together. I think my mixture was a little bit watery, and I added a little bit more icing sugar just to get the right consistency. This is the perfect consistency. Easy enough to pipe, but thick enough so it will hold the pieces together. Spoon the royal icing into sturdy piping bags. Clean away any stray royal icing and squeeze down all the royal icing to the bottom of the bag and tie a dead knot on top. So the royal icing can be used as paint to decorate your gingerbread house. It can be used as a cement to seal all the different pieces together, and it can be used as glue to stick sprinkles on the gingerbread house. Remember, it's 1 icing bag per child if you don't want to handle an apocalypse.
Unboxing at last.
The gingerbread truly smelled divine. Okay, it's time! Time to pipe the icing and unleash the creativity. If you'd like to practice, you can use dots to determine how much pressure is required. From dots, you can progress to drawing lines. Then shapes. You can try coloring in the shapes with icing. Then scalloped lines and hatched lines. You can also write numbers, alphabets, and words. Remember, this is your gingerbread house. This is your Christmas. Decorate it any old way you want. You have permission to go wild and make it a gingerbread house that no one has ever seen before. A gingerbread house to call your own. Sprinkles are optional, but you can use it to add a lot of visual interest. Here we're using large and small sprinkles to stick on the still wet royal icing. Now it's time to use the royal icing as cement and assemble the gingerbread house. These are the instructions that came with the gingerbread house. As with all IKEA instructions, it comes with minimal words. It's easy to follow and you'll have an idiot-proof result. Construct your gingerbread house on a tray for portability, so you can move it around the house without it falling apart in your hands. When you join two pieces together, make sure there's enough royal icing and hold it for a little while to let the royal icing sit. Time for the chimney. Our chimney came with the biscuit broken, but that wasn't an issue because I used the royal icing to fix it. Then I just glued all the pieces together as per instructions. When the whole gingerbread house is constructed, secure the roof and other joints with more royal icing. Now time for the finishing touches. Fill in empty areas with more royal icing doodles and decorations. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you our first gingerbread house, and it's something that you can do too. We literally could not stop sniffing it because it perfumed the whole house with the smell of gingerbread. It was just divine.
Remember, keep your gingerbread house in a cool and dry place. Look what happened. Oh no! My mother said a big bad wolf came to blow the house down.
I left the gingerbread house out to display, but it came crashing down in the middle of the night. You can tell from where it broke that the biscuit probably got moist and crumbled. The house didn't actually break at the joints, which were held together by the royal icing. Alexandre told me that a wolf came and blew the house down. I was really happy that he had this narrative and they weren't upset about it at all. I think I was more upset about it. So just remember to keep your gingerbread in the fridge and you'll be fine.